Yes, my between the liners. We've just lost 6-3 to Manchester City. Whole week's ruined already. But we did win the second half, technically, 3-2. So some positives in the game. But we got smashed in the first half, 4-0. Let's get into the game further. If you thought you was going to see an angry reaction video, this isn't it. I just recorded a 15-minute video. I forgot to put the memory card, so that didn't save. So now I just feel depressed and don't even want to get my thoughts out there, but let's get it out there. I've already done a match preview. I said we was going to win 2-1. We've lost 6-3 to Manchester City at the Etihad. Here's my match reaction to the game. We'll take it into the negatives first. Let's get it out of the way. If there are any positives, and you know me, I'm going to come up with some positives for sure. Let's get into the negatives. First half, 4-0. At fault for the first two goals. Maybe Christian Eriksen. Eriksen's not following Foden for the first goal. For the second goal, let's pick into it a bit more, yeah? This zonal marking thing has to stop. I don't know where this obsession's come in football, but back in my day, let's keep it old school. Sunday League, you put the tallest guys next to the tallest guys. This zonal marking thing is not working. I don't know where this come from. I've heard statistically that apparently that this is better in terms of defending, that less goals are conceded from corners from zonal marking. I'm just never seeing it, in my opinion. I don't know what stats those are, but this is a clear sign to not always believe in stats, because this zonal marking thing is not working. Eriksen should not be marking Erling Haaland in the corner. Because if they're both standing still, there's only one winner. You got to put on Varane or McTominay, the tallest guys on our team, next to Erling Haaland. By 2-0 down, game's already over, team's deflated. Other than that, the team, anytime they got the ball in possession at the back, they tried playing it through. The whole 45 minutes, I barely saw us get into Man City's half, maybe 3-4 times. It was embarrassing. You can't hold on to the ball longer than 4 or 5 passes. These are professional footballers. Yes, I understand. Man City are a very good team right now. We're clearly miles apart from them. But how hard is it to keep the ball for longer than 4 or 5 passes when you're professional footballers? You're training for this week in, week out. Yes, it's a big occasion. Yes, it's a big test. Yes, it's a derby game. But you're getting paid £200,000, £300,000 a week. You can't keep the ball for longer than 3-4 passes. Get it out of our own half. At fault for this, a lot of it was down to Bruno, and I'm sorry, but Christian Eriksen's worst game in a United shirt so far. First half, in and out of possession, he was so poor, too off the pace, in the balls, giving it away too much. I don't know what stats are. I don't know what his passing accuracy was. Bruno is a big part to play for this as well. Every time he gets the ball, he does this a lot, especially in big games, where he gets the ball, he tries forcing it too many times. Yes, he's got the ability to find that pass, especially for example, in the Arsenal game where he got it through to Rashford, but you can't do it hero ball every single time. And obviously I've tried to back Bruno a lot, more than a lot of United fans. He's a good player inside. But just use your brain. And this brings me on to his captaincy again. Our captain was non-existent in this derby. And I'm not even talking about as a player. On the ball, I'm sure he got on the ball quite a few times. But as a captain, a leader, I didn't really see him impose himself as that throughout the whole game. And I haven't really seen it in other games either. So it's still a big question mark for me. So I don't know, man. The group chat's popping off. Guys are laughing at me. Any Spurs fans laughing at me just got backed about Arsenal yesterday, so get out of here. Back to the negatives. First half, we were done and dusted. Couldn't even tell you who our best player was in that first half. Get in the comments and let me know who you think the best player was. I genuinely couldn't tell you. McTominay had one of his worst games in a while. Still maybe defended well. You know what? One slight positive maybe, compared to last season when we were getting battered. We looked like we weren't really giving up per se. I think the occasion got to us. The players maybe might have bottled it from the beginning. Fair enough. But there's one thing that I saw throughout the whole game. We didn't really give up completely. At least we tried to get at them. Whereas in other games, we completely sat back for say, I think it was Liverpool last season with Ollie when we got back 5-0. By this 50th or 60th minute, we sat back throughout the whole game, didn't try to go for a goal. We've got 3 goals in this game. Let's take it into the positive. 3 goals in this game against a Man City team who don't really concede a lot. Obviously, they conceded 3 to Newcastle as well, conceded 1 to Villa. 3 goals in the second half, and we've won that second half. Tell me how many teams in the since Pep's come in, have won a single half against Man City. I doubt it's a lot. At most, it's going to be a draw. To win that second half was good signs of slight improvement and not giving in completely. And obviously City's tempo dropped by 4-0. They knew the game was won. Fair enough. I understand. They completely played us off the park. But second half, we didn't give up completely. Showed signs of progression. Showed signs of keeping the ball better. Eriksen did well, especially in the second half, sorry. Anthony's goal, by the way, another positive, Anthony. I'd say out of all the players on our team, he's probably the best player on our team. I'm not going to give a man a match of this, obviously, but out of the best player on our team, I'd say was probably Anthony in terms of his quality on the ball and his defensive aggression, work hard, his work ethic, and his goal was a sensational goal, to be fair. Eriksen switched it out to him with a good pass out wide, cut across it. Anthony takes a good first touch, takes it out, another touch past Cancelo, 1 touch inside, then the shot, finessed it straight into the top corner, far post, across Edison's goal. A great goal. We'll take it on to the next positive, and some of the boys are going to love this one. Martial. Look, I'm going to be honest. When he first came on, 10-15 minutes, he looked slow and heavy, couldn't get into the game. His hold-up play wasn't great. But he's ended up in the game with 2 goals where we've realistically got battered. And he didn't really have... What time? Did he come on 60th minute or was it 45th minute? I think he came on 45th minute maybe. He's got 2 goals, barely touched the ball, to be honest. First 15 minutes, he was really off the pace, I thought. But his first goal, where he reacted well from Fred's shot, Edison's parried it out. Edison's suspects as well, by the way. But anyway, Martial, good reactions. I thought Fred played quite well in the second half as well when he come on. I don't know what you guys think. Like, had good intensity, more intensity than Scott McTominay. It's probably Fred's best game in a while, but it's kind of funny how Fred's best games usually come in games where we're losing. Like, I don't know what the correlation is there. Maybe it's because you're meant to be working harder when you're losing, and that's why he kind of thrives in it. He did well, was intense, his passes were quick, got a shot away. Martial got the goal. Martial got another goal thanks to the penalty, which was a top penalty, to be fair. Like, I don't know where his confidence has come from, but clearly the guy's confident. Was a good little turn in the box. I think that's like one of his trademark turns when he's on form. When the ball comes to him quick, he pretends that he's going to go inside on his right. He does a quick shift to the left. Good turn, wins the penalty, great penalty, 6-3. Lindelof come on as well. Varane went off. I don't know if that was injury or not. We're going to have to be relying on Lindelof in the next couple games possibly. And this is why I was saying in my match preview, we can't get into Maguire too much because his confidence is going to be low. We're going to need that guy at some point this season. Anyway, some more thoughts in the game. No Ronaldo on. I didn't expect him to come on, especially after we were 4-0 down at first half. I'm sure he didn't want to come on at that point. The game was done and dusted. Why would he want to embarrass himself even further by even playing with these at that point? Other than that, we haven't conceded hat-tricks. This is one thing that pisses me off. Yes, we've won the second half. Major 3 points in the second half. But Man City players haven't scored hat-tricks against us since 1952, I think the commentary said. Haaland and Foden have just come through and done it in the same game. It's just like so depressing, and it's like another warning sign of how far we really are behind challenging for a title at the moment. And especially it's worse because obviously it's Man City. Look, week's ruined. We've got to look forward. We've won the second half. Anthony's had possibly his best game in terms of being in possession. It's only his second game in the Premier League and he scored in both of them against 2 top 6 teams, Arsenal and Man City. Both goals were good finishes. This one was a great finish. Sancho, non-existent again. I think maybe it's time for Sancho to get dropped, man. Like, play Rashford on the left. At least he's scoring goals. At least he's running through and behind. Today, I thought he was pretty shit, to be honest. Poor hold-up play, especially in the first half. Deserved to come off. Next game, look, what have we got to look forward to? We've got Ammonia in the Thursday Europa League. That's away. We've got Everton in the Premier League next Sunday, I believe. Frank Lampard hasn't lost a game in 7 games with Everton. Big test for us. We need to be... Look, let's put this City game aside, yeah? Everyone thought we was going to lose this game. Everyone other than United fans, and maybe even a lot of United fans thought we was going to lose as well. Most of the people in the country thought we was going to lose this game. We've lost that game. Let's put it to the side, put it behind us, go to the Europa League Thursday, smash them lot off the park like we should do with a good performance, go to the Everton game, who are on form. Let's beat them, put in a convincing performance, and then things are looking a bit more positive again. This Man City loss is always going to look bad. 2 hat-tricks, 6 goals conceded. It looks shocking. We've won the second half. That's one positive. We ended based on our last 45 minutes, we've technically won. Wait, I don't even know why I keep saying that anyway. Look, we've lost the game. It's depressing. Look forward to the Ammonia game. Look forward to the Everton game. Look, there's not much else I can say. If you wanted to see an angry reaction video, I don't think this was it. This is probably like a depressing Sunday evening video. Man United have lost 3... I almost said 3-2 at the Etihad. Man United have lost 6-3 at the Etihad. Haaland hat-trick. You know what? Someone needs to stop that guy as well. Someone needs to test that guy. And someone needs to test Bruyne as well. Because that pass for Haaland's second goal when he slid in and studied it in, yeah? That was the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life. That was like a FIFA goal. Like, I think some kind of corruption or some kind of black magic or voodoo nonsense is going on. That De Bruyne pass needs to be checked for corruption or something. Or the ball was like magnetic towards Haaland. Someone needs to check that. Anyway, Man United have lost 6-3 to Man City at the Etihad. It's going to be a depressing week. The boys are going to laugh at me in a group chat. I didn't even want to drop this video. Let's look forward to the rest of the season. Everyone expected us to lose this anyway. This is the Between the Lines podcast. Don't kill me in the comments, please. Let me know in the comments what you think of the game. Who do you think United's best player was? Who do you think United's worst player was? Who do I think United's worst player was in the game? I don't know. Maybe potentially Bruno. I couldn't really pick anyone else out. No one really made that bad of a mistake. Maybe Eriksen, to be honest. Could be Eriksen for this game. Sancho did nothing as usual. Rashford did nothing as he has done for a lot of the past 18 months. Anyway, this is Between the Lines podcast. I'm Adnan. I'm your host. I'm sorry. It's been sad. It's been depressing. Stay tuned for the next one. Subscribe to the channel there or there. Like the video. Get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the game. Ten Hag. Did you set up the team properly or not? Question marks. Was it up to you to start Casemiro in this game? When he came on, I thought he kept the ball quite well. He kept it moving quickly. Was a bit aggressive in his tackles. I don't know. Ten Hag, you're paid for this. Accountability has to rely on you and the players. Players weren't up for it overall. City were just miles ahead of us. Way more aggressive, way more determined to embarrass us. That's what they've done. Guys, this is Between the Lines podcast. See you in the next one. Peace out. Between the Lines.